Hi, I'm Robert Varvera, and I am here with Tim Malone from the Steve Cohen team at the Corcoran Group, and today we are here to discuss the L train shutdown.
Rob, so we've been hearing about this shutdown a lot since 2014, but I think the details are finally in place. What can the residents of Brooklyn really expect?
Yeah, so the plan started getting fleshed out in 2014. Now we're at the point where the MTA in New York City has a full timeline out. The plan is to start in April of 2019, and it will go, they're estimating roughly a 15-month shutdown.
And just to be clear, this is a complete shutdown.
It is a complete shutdown. There will be no service between Manhattan and Brooklyn. There will be some within Brooklyn, and there also will be L train service within Manhattan. But pretty much what happened was during Hurricane Sandy, the tunnel flooded between Manhattan and Brooklyn. And MTA has been doing repairs to it ever since, just putting Band-Aids on it. And they decided that it makes sense to really just shut the whole thing down. Different things were thrown out there. Maybe they shut one tube and keep the other one open. But in the end, it made sense to just shut it down and go through 15 months of pain rather than doing one tunnel at a time. And, you know, look, I mean, I'm hoping that they'll stick to their 15-month time frame. You know, if we saw anything from the Second Avenue subway, took just a couple years longer than expected. But given the amount of people that this is affecting, between Manhattan and Brooklyn, you have 250,000 daily riders, and it's really impacting people all the way from Canarsie to Williamsburg. You know, I think most people don't realize the impact this is going to have and how many people the L services.
Got it. Okay. The L train's being shut down. What are the alternate options? How do our friends from Brooklyn get to Manhattan?
That's a great question, Tim. So I sat in on several community board meetings regarding the L train shutdown, and the city has proposed multiple alternatives. The first being is creating a bus lane on the Williamsburg Bridge and running more buses, really every 3 minutes, to help people get into Manhattan. You know, once you're in Manhattan, then they can jump on a subway or take the bus. That'll be easier. It'll run to the F train. They're also increasing the frequency of trains along the J line and M line, which will certainly help alleviate, you know, some of the traffic. Running more water taxi service as well from Williamsburg. So really those are the three options. You know, there's a lot of private companies out there that are proposing ride sharing programs. So there's a lot of alternatives in the public sector and the private sector that are really trying to address the transportation issue.
Got it. Now, in terms of real estate, what can people expect? I mean, a lot of people are asking, is it a good time to rent in Williamsburg? Is there a deal? Is it a good time to buy? Is it a good investment? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, so there's no doubt that Williamsburg is definitely seeing some hurt right now. And it's not just Williamsburg, it's Williamsburg, East Williamsburg, Greenpoint, Bushwick. I mean, those areas, you know, even all the way out to Bed-Stuy, are feeling the pain of the L train shutdown right now. There's a little bit of a scramble, and sellers, you know, that don't see themselves there and hanging on for another 3 years are trying to get out now.
Got it.
So sale prices are down anywhere between 10 and 15%. Rental prices are also down between 10 and 15%. And, you know, people have been asking me, should we wait to buy? Should we, you know, wait until the construction starts and it's a little bit further in? And my response is no, because I think that once the construction starts and the MTA is providing updates, you know, they'll see the light at the end of the tunnel, and they'll hang on through construction. And I firmly believe, despite what's going on in the overall market, Williamsburg will recover very quickly. So as you know, we are putting people there right now. We have been taking investors there. We have been taking people there that had previously been priced out of the Williamsburg market, you know, that now it's affordable for them.
So just being aware of what's going to happen over the next 2 years, but you think it's a good time.
Yes, the right time is now.
Got it.
I think we see this always is people always try to time the bottom and hit bottom. But once bottom hits, it's too late.
Right.
The market recovers too quickly.
Okay.
Then we get into the bidding wars. We get into, quick price recovery. Sellers hang on, they hold out. But if you can get it on the way down, that's where you're going to get the best deal.
Okay. Okay, Rob, any additional thoughts before we wrap up?
Yeah, so there's no doubt that the L train is going to cause short-term pain from Williamsburg all the way to Canarsie. But if we can take anything from this, we could use the 2nd Avenue subway as an example.
Okay.
I mean, it's businesses and real estate along the 2nd Avenue subway during construction took a big hit. It was difficult. It was hard. Owners had a hard time selling their units with construction underneath them. Businesses had a hard time staying open with scaffolding and constant construction. But as soon as everything was closed up on the Upper East Side, it was amazing how quickly that market recovered. And I really believe we're going to see the same exact trend in Brooklyn along the L line. There is going to be short-term pain, but it's going to recover very quickly. And that's why I believe there's a lot of opportunity for investment there right now.
Great. So that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you are interested in investing on the L train, give us a call. Again, this is Tim Malone and Rob Rivera with the Stephen Cohen team at Corcoran.